It's about time with Rashan's About Time Boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 Mil. What's up to my About Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang? Thank you to every single one of y'all, man, who has been, because I know I haven't put up anything in a while, but I thank y'all for being patient with me. And I thank the people who has been supporting my channel, watching the videos, liking the videos, sharing the videos, and leaving the comments. If you have not already subscribed to the channel and you're watching this video or any of my videos for the first time, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to encourage others to subscribe to Rashan's About Time Boxing. All right, we're going to get right into this one. So November 25th, you got the Mexican monster David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade. And what's going to be Showtimes last, I believe, last pay-per-view fight. But nonetheless, so you got, on one hand, you got David Benavidez. He's 26 years old. Demetrius Andrade is 35, I believe. He's 35. So Benavidez, 27-0, 23 knockouts. Andrade is 32-0, 19 knockouts. Y'all can, feel free to put the correct numbers in the comment section below if I'm not correct about that. Both fighters both fought last. They both fought, this year, 2023. Demetrius Andrade fought January 2023. Be somebody named Damon Nicholson. In March of 2023, we know that David Benavidez, destroyed Caleb Plant. Now, a few things here, because I don't want to, jump in all over the place with this, and I want to try to make this video short if I can. I'm gonna try to do that. So just bear with me. All right, so a few things here. So David Benavidez, he has the bigger names. Now, Demetrius Andrade, you look at the names on his resume and you can't compare them to the people that David Benavidez has fought. But on one hand, it's not Demetrius Andrade's fault, because for a long time there was a lot of people who was avoiding, fighting him for whatever reason. Some people say, his style is boring, he's not worth it. And for some people, they clearly just was ducking him and didn't want to fight him. So for a while, because you gotta remember, he was the WBA junior middleweight champion, and he held that belt for a while, and then eventually they stripped him of that belt due to inactivity because nobody wanted to fight him at junior middleweight. So at 54, and then he won the belt. Then he won the I think the WBA middleweight title. So he's a two division junior middleweight and middleweight champion, and now he's looking to, because this fight is at 168 super middleweight, so he's looking to be a three-time, world champion. I believe this is for the WBC super middleweight title. Now, So it's for the super middleweight, because Andre his belts was only at 54 and 60. So disregard that. So, anyway, he retained his WBO or WBO middleweight title, and he fought somebody, I think his name was Jason Quigley, but nobody really knows who Jason Quigley is. This is no disrespect to Jason Quigley. He did knock him out, as he should have, because a lot of people were saying if he didn't stop this guy, then he doesn't belong in the ring with guys like Benavidez or Canelo. At the time, Anthony Durrell, and we know what David Benavidez, he destroyed Anthony Durrell. He has the, he fought Ronald Graville. I think he fought Graville twice. You know what I'm saying? He beat Caleb Plant. He beat Jalen Love. Kyron Davis. What's that other guy named from Canada? David Lemieux. So, and even though like those guys are like B-, C+ fighters, but still they are fighters who are level, they were levels above the opposition that Demetrius Andrade has been fighting. And a lot of people has been questioning his level of opposition. But again, as I stated earlier, because a lot of people didn't want to fight him. At one point, they were saying he was the boogeyman of, 154 and then of 160 because, nobody wanted to fight him. Now, there's been talk and speculation that some people say that, Demetrius Andrade is hard to do business with. He had an issue with the Charlos, and when they tried to fight him, when they were trying to make a name for themselves at 154 when he had the belt, I believe it was Jamel, I'm not sure, or Jamal, one of them. But, Andrade, didn't want to get him the opportunity. And then now that, when Jamel was the man, and then, or Jamal at 160, I think he had won a belt there too. So, then Andrade wanted a shot, and then they just was like, well, nah, like, you ain't want to give my brother a shot, you know what I mean? You was being difficult. So some people say it's being difficult, but David Benavidez said that Demetrius Andrade was easy to get the deal done. He wasn't, asking for this, for that, like, stuff like guys like Canelo and fighters who's, on them top levels, they want certain things. Oscar De La Hoya used to do it. Sugar Ray Leonard used to do it. You know what I mean? They want everything to be tilted in their favor, in every aspect, whether it gives them the physical advantage or the psychological advantage, over the fighter to frustrate them so they come in the ring and get off their game plan. But nonetheless, you got so here's the thing. Like I said, I want to try to keep this video short. So here's the thing with David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade is usually a slow starter. He's usually a slow starter. And David Benavidez, from bell one, ding, he's looking to get, he's looking to take you out, get the advantage, cut the ring off, dominate. He's usually a fast starter. Now, Demetrius Andrade cannot be a slow starter against David Benavidez. Now, we know Andrade is a southpaw. He has that awkward style where, sometimes he, when he's tend to hold his hands, like this. He can't do that with Benavidez. Now, we know David Benavidez, he has fast hands, and he can punch from different angles. See, a lot of people don't give Benavidez, credit for being able, to be able to actually box and punch from different angles and things like that. But this kid is fast, and Demetrius Andrade cannot start slow against David Benavidez. He cannot do it. If he does, David Benavidez will walk Demetrius Andrade down. He will punish him, walk him down, and then stop him. Now, a lot of people saying that Andrade's awkward style is going to create a problem for David Benavidez. Maybe it will. If it comes to, the grabbing and the holding, every time Benavidez try to get his hands off, Andrade going to tie him up, grab him and hold him, which is strategic. You should do that. You know what I mean? If you ever been in the ring, you ever boxed, you need to get yourself reset, try to figure out your, your opposition. If if they, get the advantage of you, then yeah, you can't just, it's not smart to just stand there and try to trade with them. Nah, if Benavidez stand there, because I do think, if Andrade try to trade with Benavidez, it's going to be bad for Andrade. So would it be smart for him to stand there and trade with for Andrade to trade with Benavidez? Absolutely not. But David Benavidez, he loved that type of stuff. You crack him, you know, he want to get his shots back, and you know he going to throw them quick little, you know, he like to throw them fast hands. But now, to me, all David Benavidez got to do is just keep being David Benavidez, the same David Benavidez that he's been when he fought Plant, you know, Darrell. Now he just got to keep, because he's getting better and better, and you can see it. And you can tell now that he's comfortable on this new level, on this elite pay-per-view level. He's comfortable on that level now. This is Andrade's first pay-per-view fight. That's why at the press conference, Andrade was focusing more on buy the pay-per-view, because he more worried about, you know, and I don't know if maybe that might have creeped into his psyche, people talking about it, you know, he's not worth watching, he's boring. Because remember, Canelo said that's why he wouldn't fight him. Like, he's boring, nobody wants to see him, it wouldn't be a good fight. So I don't know if that crept into his psyche or not, but David Benavidez fights like he's trying to prove something, and like he's searching for something, and like he's trying to make a point. Now, if y'all, I don't know how many of y'all watched the All Access. If you watched the All Access, they were sitting down, I guess in a park by the water or something like that. And his father, you know, David Benavidez, Jose Benavidez Jr., their father said to them, he said, you know, when y'all was younger, he said, I never told y'all that, you know, that I loved y'all. I was scared, you know, I was scared to tell y'all that, because I thought if I told y'all I loved y'all, y'all would grow up weak and be soft, you know. And to me, this is, I mean, you know, if y'all disagree, drop the comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think. But to me, it seems like, you know, David Benavidez, you know, used that, you know, in all his fights, and reflect that. Like he was, you know, looking for his father's approval. Like he wanted to get that approval. He wanted his dad to be happy with him. He wanted his dad, you know what I mean, to be proud of him. And that's how he fights. Like he's, you know, searching for something, and like he got something that's trying to get out, something he's been holding in. It's been bottling up. He's trying, you know, like he fights like he's trying to let something out. Now, Andrade, on the other hand, he's going to have to be calm, relaxed. He's going to have to be strategic. He can't allow himself to be overwhelmed by the moment. You know, he can't allow Benavidez to walk him down. He can't allow it. Because once he starts backing up, and David Benavidez start cutting the ring off on Andrade, if he allow that to happen, it's over. It's over. Now, I don't know what the gambling or betting odds are. You know, I don't know if, you know, Benavidez is, you know, or Andrade's a 3-1 underdog or whatever. I don't know what the odds and all that stuff is. But in my opinion, I got Benavidez winning by late stoppage or 12-round decision. Not saying this is no disrespect to Demetrius Andrade, because I've done videos about Demetrius Andrade in the past, because there were people who was avoiding him and who did not want to fight him for whatever reason. If they thought his style was boring or whatever the case is, it didn't look good. It looked like they just were trying to avoid him. You know, I'm talking about he had a belt, you know. Some people, you know, opted to just leave the division and go up, you know, and not even try to fight for his belt. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think Canelo did it. I think he did it with Andrade, and he did it with Jamal Charlo. He had an opportunity to get, you know, the belts and, you know, down there at 54 and 60, and he just, I'm not even gonna fight them guys. I'm gonna just go up. He went up to 68 and became undisputed. But Demetrius Andrade he's gonna have to be slicker than he's ever been, calmer than he's ever been, more strategic than he's ever been. Because, you know, like there's, you know, David Benavidez, what you see is what you get with him. And even though he has that what you see, what you get type style, most fighters still don't have a way to prepare for it. They still don't have a way to prepare for it. And yeah, he's, you know, he got knocked down, you know, I think once in his career. I think it was against Graville, I think. But he wasn't hurt. It was like a flash knockdown. But if Demetrius Andrade doesn't have, he has 19 knockouts. Yeah, he has 19 knockouts. Benavidez has 23. So he has 4 more knockouts than Andrade. But on paper, when you look at the ratio, the knockout ratio, Benavidez's knockout ratio is still higher than Andrade's, because Andrade is 32-0. I think I said he was 32-0 with 19 knockouts. So he's floating around in that, 50-something% knockout ratio, to whereas though Benavidez is up there in that 80+% knockout ratio. So on paper, he looks even more dangerous, but just his style of fighting makes him dangerous. And David Benavidez is an extremely dangerous fighter to be in there with. And yes, I do think he's more dangerous. I think he's more dangerous than Demetrius Andrade. And Andrade can't allow himself to get caught up in a trading, like trading with Benavidez. He can't. And Benavidez has to be able to dictate the pace of the fight. He can't allow Andrade to dictate the pace of the fight, with his awkward style, you know what I mean, and the way he, tries to make the fighters, fight, basically, you know what I mean, beat to his drum. He has to, Benavidez is going to have to force Demetrius Andrade to come out of his comfort zone. He's going to have to force Andrade to be uncomfortable. Benavidez is going to have to use his style to make Andrade uncomfortable. And if he can do that, as I stated, it will. I got Benavidez winning by a late stoppage or a 12-round decision. Can Andrade win a decision? Yes. Some people saying that Andrade is going to knock Benavidez out. Some people saying that he can knock Benavidez out to stop him. Me personally, I don't see it. I'm not saying that it's not possible. This is boxing, so we know anything can happen. But most of the time, when you got people like us, who's giving, doing these videos and we giving our take on things, you go by statistics, you go by the experience of the fighters and, their styles and, and how effective they are in the ring when it comes to being able to hurt people with one punch. Benavidez more likely to hurt Andrade with one shot than Andrade is to hurt Benavidez with one punch. So November 25th, we're going to see. Either way, y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop the comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that like button, the share button, and most of all, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. So this is all I got for now. And after November 25th, we're going to talk about it again. Appreciate y'all.